Hello guys, this is Jacko from MuddyTigerOutdoors, and today I'm going to talk to you real quick about these boots. These are the Under Armour Speed Freek Bozeman, and these have been great boots to me for the last almost a year. I got these very early spring, and I've been wearing them all year long, so you can say that I've been wearing them pretty much all seasons. There hasn't been a time where I've been out in the woods not wearing these boots every single time, and I've also worn them out on the street, out on concrete pavement, and out to work. Believe it or not, I wear scrubs for work, and I've been wearing these sometimes just to wear them, just to kind of test them out. The boot is very well made, it's very well designed. It's made out of 900D nylon for the parts that is nylon, and of course it's got some suede leather there, so very well constructed. And of course you've got a little bit of rubberized, it's not very hard rubber, but it's hard enough to where you hit your toe on a if you're walking out on the trail and you hit a root or something like that, or a rock, it definitely protects your toes. The sole it's fairly cushiony, but it's not too soft to where you feel like you're walking on springs, or you don't feel like you're sinking into the sole. So I kind of like that. I did some research before buying this boot. I was wanting to replace my regular boots that I used to wear before these, and these kind of caught my attention because a lot of the advantages appeal to me. For example, it's waterproof, and you can kind of see it there. It's got a little tab there that says waterproof. So yeah, I've stepped in mud, I've stepped into water, I've kind of crossed a couple of creeks and all that kind of stuff, and it definitely keeps the water out. I don't think there's been a time to where I feel water coming into the boot, or I don't feel like my socks are getting kind of cold. So it definitely does the trick. As far as comfort, I find these very comfortable, and they keep getting more comfortable. I don't know if it's a psychological thing, but in the beginning these were not as comfortable. I'm gonna be honest with you. I put these on and it was kind of bugging me right about here, right where it bends when you flex your foot as you're walking. It kind of started bothering me a little bit, and of course it kind of bothered me a little bit towards the back. It was putting pressure, but I kept wearing them, and by the third or fourth time of me wearing these boots, they started kind of loosening up, and of course molding the inside of the boot, just like with any shoe pretty much. They started kind of molding to my feet, so they started getting more comfortable. And right now, after almost a year of wearing these, it's definitely comfortable. I don't wear anything else for when I'm out on the trail. Now, speaking of the inside or the comfort, these have something designed. It's kind of like a membrane that it's part of the sole, and I'll go ahead and take the insole. That's what it's called. Cupron, I think it's what it's called, and it's this foam or specialized membrane that it's designed to basically reduce the amount of smell, reduce the accumulation of bacteria that you get from sweating, from having things inside of the boot. Of course, most of those things are going to be sweat and socks and bacteria. And I gotta say, I don't usually have stinky feet, but I haven't noticed any extra stink with these boots on. Even in the summer, I've worn these in the summer, get out on the trail and hike and walk for miles, and it definitely does the trick. So again, I don't know if it's psychological or if it's actually true that it's doing what it's supposed to do. Most likely it's doing what it's supposed to do, but if I take a whiff, I can't smell anything unpleasant here. Now, as far as the quality, I haven't had any quality issue with this. Now, one of my early complaints with these boots, and of course something that I've heard with other people in the past through conversations and stuff like that, is that most people don't like the laces. If you take a look, that's very thin. It's very thin laces. So when you pull onto these, when you're trying to get these fairly tight and snug to your foot and to your ankle, they can actually dig onto your skin if you're not wearing gloves. I kind of felt at the beginning that they were going to be easy to break, that I was going to just one of these days pull, snap on me, but they really haven't. And again, I've had these for long enough to, if that was supposed to happen, it would have happened already, and it didn't happen. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm really not sure what the laces are made of, but they're definitely durable. They're good quality, they're durable, and they have held to the test of time. Now, these are very attractive to me as far as the color scheme, the black and the brown, in the almost like a coyote tan, but they have these in several other color schemes or configurations. So definitely, if you're interested, look around and you can find these at a good deal. I purchased these from Amazon, but you know, you can find them in a lot of other retailers. And just to kind of show you the bottom of it, that's what it looks like. Of course, it's a little bit worn because I've been using these, I've been testing these, I've been walking on rocks and concrete, and you tend to wear those a lot faster when you walk on harder surfaces. But again, it's pretty decent wear. It doesn't have any excessive wear. I'm not wearing them on one side more than the other. You know, this is mostly for trail use. I don't wear these you know, every single day. I'm not going to tell you that because that's not what this is for. I bought these for the trail. I bought these for backpacking. That's why I have something that protects my ankle, because I usually, you can see my backpack here, I usually carry a little bit of weight, at least 20 pounds, 15 pounds on average. And you know, I kind of like to have something that is going to prevent me from twisting an ankle, and something that is going to be a little bit more supportive when I have the added weight on my pack. And this definitely does the trick. If you lace them right, if you lace them correctly, they definitely do the trick. You know, I was kind of skeptical when I first started to wear these, primarily because of the initial discomfort that you get from for the first time you put a shoe on, or any kind of footwear really. But then, you know, as I kept wearing them, they started getting better and better. So if you guys are looking for a replacement boot or a new boot, or you know, you're just kind of doing some research to see which kind of boots you would like, I would definitely recommend these. These have been really good to me, and I still like them. I still wear them. You know, I wish they were a little bit cleaner for the video, but I'm just out on the trail, and I'm definitely giving these a good amount of use. Anyway guys, I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, please leave a comment, don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Muddy Tiger Outdoors. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.